Okay, hey guys, welcome to Victoria's Collection YouTube channel. I'm coming back to you with another video. I'm still kind of talking about the Make a Move, where they pay you to relocate. So just so we're clear, I'm going to show you exactly what you would need. So required income, you would need to make 50,000 or 75,000 or 100,000. These are the income requirement brackets that you would need to be in order to be qualified for the program, the relocation program, where they pay you to move. They will give you a certain amount of money to relocate, depending on which one you chose. You also have to already have a remote job, meaning that you would basically working from home, and this will require remote so you can work anywhere. So that way, if you relocate, you will basically have a job either way it goes. In the next clip, I'm gonna talk about how they contacted me. I'm gonna go more in depth. I did a video earlier where I talked about that. So I'll be back with the next clip. Okay guys, earlier I talked about how I'm gonna go in depth about how they contacted me, but I forgot to tell you guys that you also can not only work remotely, that is one of the requirements in order to get the fund package, but you can also work for yourself. You can be self-employed, but you have to be within a certain income bracket. Now, granted, the brackets in range that I gave you all, that's just what I noticed. However, you can contact your recruiter and find out in more depth if they would go down within that. But normally they don't, from what I saw, but it can be different depending on if you reach out to them, and you can find out if they take a lower income bracket. But for now, this is what I found doing the research and doing my application process. They reached out to me again and said that I was pre-approved for the Kansas location. And it's a certain part of Kansas that it's Kansas City. That was the city, or whatever, city and state. It was somewhere around that particular city and state that I selected. And basically they told me that I had to prove my income. So regardless, once you get approved, the next step, the crucial and vital step, would be you have to verify your income. Again, you can also be self-employed, and you can also work for yourself, whether that be, however, it has to be remote. Again, it has to be remote. Meaning you can go anywhere with your job. Now that I'm thinking, like, I know a lot of people do like Uber and stuff like that, but I think that would not be considered remote, but it's pretty much franchised. But I'm thinking they're talking about more stuff that you can work from your office home, or office space from a home. Okay, so in the next clip, I'm gonna talk more about how you can get started with the process. Okay guys, so I don't want to make you dizzy. Let me kind of turn a little bit this way. So I wanted to talk about how you can apply. So it's very easy. You just go to the description box below this video, and I will have all the information there. And once you go to the website, you just start applying for the state that you're interested in. They're gonna ask you like the top questions, and I'm gonna turn it to this board, and I'm gonna briefly go over again what they're gonna ask you for when you put in the application. So the first requirement is going to be, well, it's not going to go in that order, but this is kind of like what they're going to need from you. You're going to basically need to make a certain range of income. Then the first thing you would need to do, of course, before you can even make that income is that you need to have a remote job. And a remote job is anywhere, remote work from anywhere. And in remote work from home, regular work from office. So remote work or remote job, you can work from home, and then a regular job is you working from an office. Self-employed, you can also be self-employed like I was saying on the beginning video, but self-employed can depend on your job. So for example, I'm self-employed and I pretty much have a eBay and a YouTube channel. YouTube, like having a YouTube channel, that would be considered as self-employment and remote because you can work it from anywhere. eBay or any kind of selling platform, or if you have your own official website and you have your own online store, that's another example of self-employed work, along with you having your own law firm or your own medical firm or your own BCBA, which is like behavioral health, or your own therapy, like therapist, like agency, where you have your own suite or office. So that gives you an understanding of what you need to do in order to qualify for the relocation program, in order to get the funding package. So again, you have to already have a remote job, meaning you are able to work from anywhere, including self-employment, being self-employed. So I apologize. I was kind of going over and over, kind of stumbling over my words, but I was trying to give you the difference what remote means, which you all already know that. But for people that's kind of like clueless and just always work regular jobs all their life, which even they know this, but that's just part of my video. So again, remote job is working from home, and a regular job is working from the office. So you need to have a remote job, meaning you can work from anywhere. Okay, so if you go to this, again, if you go to the description box below the video, you will see the link. The link to, and I'm sorry for making you dizzy, just trying to turn the camera around. But basically you would need to go to the description box below this video, and then you can sign up there. I will have the link and the number for you to fill out the application. And then if you need to call a recruiter to go more in depth with some questions that you may have, you can do that as well. But again, you just go to the description box below this video and all the information to be there if you're interested in this. Again, you already have to have a remote job. If you don't have a remote job, that's on the next clip. I'm gonna go into that and how you can get a remote job. So I'm gonna show you how you can get that. And then once you get that, you can apply, but we'll go more into that in the next clip. Okay guys, so I'm back. But before I get into what I was saying about finding a remote job if you don't already have one, I forgot to also mention that another requirement is you have to live outside of the state you are applying for. So for example, if you apply for the Kentucky location or state for the relocation package, you would basically have to live outside of Kentucky. For example, you would have to live in a whole nother state that's not Kentucky. You'll have to live outside of it completely in order to be qualified. You will also have to be 18 years old or older. So now let's get into it. I'll be back. Okay. So basically, if you don't already have a remote job, you can go on Indeed. Indeed is my favorite. I'm not going to use no one else. Like again, I was telling you guys, Indeed is the best place to go for remote work. Now, granted, I heard flex jobs is more geared to that, but if y'all looked at my previous videos, you do have to pay a fee. So it is a fee to work there. So I mean, not to work there, but to apply for remote jobs. It's a small fee. So if you want to pay that small fee, that would be a quicker way for you to land on a remote job. If you don't want to pay, then you need to go through Indeed. And everybody's familiar with Indeed. So those are the main two platforms. I don't really recommend flex jobs because they charge you, but I do recommend Indeed. Now, granted, if you need to find remote work quickly, so you will be qualified for the relocation package and program, then you would need to go through flex jobs, so that way you can move the process along faster. Just know that you're going to pay a fee. So that's my solution for if you don't already have a remote job, and then also being self-employed. Like I said, I work for myself on eBay. Now, to get a $50,000 like range, you would basically need to have a large inventory in a warehouse where you're making that kind of money on eBay. But it's definitely possible to make that kind of money on eBay. It's a lot of sellers on eBay that makes that yearly. So also, I forgot to tell you that income bracket is yearly, it's annually. So you need to make that annually, which y'all know that. So yeah, that's my solution. It's not nothing deep. You just want to apply within those two companies in order to land on a remote job. Once you get that remote job, then you want to work there till you get 2 to 3 paycheck stubs. Once you get those 2 to 3 paycheck stubs, then you can go ahead and apply. And then that's way when you get approved, then when you hit the verification tab, you will be able to show those proofs of income, and then the acceptance letter or the letter that proves what you make yearly or hourly. And that will help them determine if you qualify, which you basically will if you're within that bracket. Once you do all of that, then they'll send you the money. I haven't got through that process yet. I'll be back. It's something else I wanted to say. And if you're self-employed, the way that you will verify your income would be your 1099. So you'll definitely have to have a 1099. So basically that's how you'll verify your income if you're self-employed. You would show them a 1099 and it will have to be in those income brackets that I mentioned earlier. Okay guys, I'm sorry for this lengthy video. I know y'all are not big on lengthy videos, but whoever this video is for, please go to the description box below this video if you're already self-employed or if you're already with a remote job. And if you're not with a remote job, you can still go to the description box below this video, but your first step would be Indeed or flex jobs. So that way you can land on a remote job, get hired, start working, and then get your 3 paycheck stubs and then apply. All right, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm out.